Very good afternoon, guys. So Lapasar aims to make corporate procurement simpler. And our mission is to remove barriers for businesses. Now, let me give you an example of a very apparent barrier in the market today. Introducing you to this office chair. Now, this office chair is actually being purchased by corporate companies in such an amazing process flow. And let me just visualize how this process flow looks like in a piece of slide. Now, have a look at this process flow. This is how companies today are actually buying office chairs. Now, procurement people has actually spent so much of time and efforts into building proper processes and policies into buying this chair in the best possible manner. And unfortunately, I have to say that this processes has not actually helped companies realize the actual purpose of it. Now, does this actually help increase efficiency? Does it look like something that can actually help increase efficiency? I doubt. Or does this actually help procurement people actually make the best value purchase from the market? Probably also not. Now, what's very hilarious about this whole thing is that some companies are willing to splash a couple of millions out there to consultants to come in and say, now, your process looks good. Can I just add a little bit more processes to further bloat what's already been bloated? Right? So, let's come back to the office chair. Now, when that office chair is purchased, you know what happens to that chair? It arrives 5 weeks later. Can you imagine a user's frustration because of this delay? All right? Now, I would like to actually touch on how we have actually changed it. So Lapasar actually gathered these processes and policies of all these companies, and we basically merged them all, and we developed a simpler addition to all of these processes. What the simpler addition is basically an e-commerce front end, which is backed by procurement tools at the back end. Now, what we also found out was, in the market, people were no longer looking for softwares only. Rather, they wanted softwares with services, meaning companies needed extra hands to actually meet their procurement KPIs. They needed people to source for them. They needed people to negotiate on their behalf, and that's exactly what we did for them in the market. Now, let me tell you how we disrupted with this solution. So, that same chair that took 5 weeks to actually be purchased and delivered is being able to be purchased within just 3 minutes through an open marketplace, and within the next 3 working days, this item actually arrives at the doorstep. And while at this, something very, very important is that we have disrupted how suppliers actually get access into this large corporate. So before Lapasar, right, it's not an ordinary thing for any one supplier around the country to get an access into any large corporate companies. And that's what we have been able to do. And we also realize that in order for companies to realize their procurement KPIs in terms of cost savings or having instant pricing data, the way to go forward is to actually work out an open market concept where you have healthy competition and everything is transparent in there. So 18 months ago, 5 local founders actually had a dream to change how these big names here purchase. It was a very, very big dream to have. And I have to say we have fairly done a good job in terms of realizing this dream itself. So these names that you see here today are actually transacting on a daily basis through lapasar.com. And over 1,500 users all around the country are actually using this platform on a daily basis. And let me give you an example. A 60-year-old person from Sabah who actually is totally blinded to online buying is able to now purchase so seamlessly through this one system. And they are so grateful that today they do not have to go through these bloated processes any longer, right? So what we think is the future of procurement. So how we see procurement going to becoming is basically the structure will only have the policymakers at the top. And all the other day-to-day tasks will eventually be fully automated, or rather it might just be close to zero human intervention. And in the next 24 months, Lapasar is going to be spearheading this agenda for our country. Thank you very much. And if any of you happen to be a corporate here, please reach out to me and I can help you buy your chair much faster. Thank you.